Hey, this is Vikram. The vendor payment for Q3 2.3 crores needs to go out today. I've already signed off, just push it.
That was not the CFO. The voice was generated by an AI from 3 minutes of audio scrapped from a LinkedIn webinar. And the invoice? It was generated by an AI in 14 seconds. Just one prompt: create a Q3 vendor invoice for XYZ Corporation amounting rupees 2.3 crores. The routing details will be provided below and payment to a new bank account. Invoice matched the company's format, the voice matched the CFO. The bank processed the wire transfer and the company's treasury was 2.3 crores lighter before anyone noticed. Corporate fraud was about fake numbers, fake invoices, fake revenue, but now it's about fake people. So the entire heist is built in 3 steps: reconnaissance, synthesis, and execution. Phase 1 is terrifyingly easy. That's enough. Just 3 minutes. 11 Labs, the same tool podcasters use to fix their audio, can clone a voice from a 60-second sample. 3 minutes gives you a near perfect replica. Anyone who has attended a company's webinar has heard a CFO speak. Anyone who has raised a vendor invoice knows what a real invoice looks like. The training data for this attack is public. Phase 2, the synthesis. And here even the invoice comes into play. 14 seconds. The AI doesn't forge poorly. It forges perfectly. Because it's been trained on the company's own invoices, the layout, the GST format, the font, the signature block, and even the approval stamp. They are identical to the human eye, to the accounts payable clerk's eye, and even to the bank's automated verification software. Now the attacker has 2 things. Now phase 3, the execution. The AP clerk receives the invoice. It looks right. Same vendor name, same GST number, and same format they've seen for the past 2 years. They email the CFO for approval. Standard procedure. The CFO doesn't reply by mail, he calls. The clerk hears the CFO's voice, recognizes the tone, the casual "yeah, that's approved," or the insider detail "I've already spoken to the MD." The clerk then processes the payment. The company discovered it 18 days later during month-end reconciliation. The CFO was in a board meeting when the fraud happened. He never made the call. The invoice was fake, the voice was fake, and the authorization was fake. But the 2.3 crores was real and it was gone. And this is not hypothetical. In 2024, the British engineering firm Arup lost $25 million the exact same way in their Hong Kong office. Here's how it actually happened. A finance employee got an email from a UK-based CFO about a confidential transaction. He was suspicious, it smelled like phishing, so the fraudsters invited him to a video call. On that call, several of his colleagues and the CFO were recognized. He could see their faces, he could hear their voices. Every single person on the call except him was a deepfake. Rest assured, he made 15 transfers, $25 million, to 5 Hong Kong bank accounts controlled by the attackers. It was only discovered when he later followed up with the head office. This attack was already moved past voice only, past a single fake caller. It's a room full of synthetic people, faces and voices on a live call, and it won't hold the record for long. This is what separates a CA who just does the work from one who builds systems. I built a forensic scanner, a metadata level audit tool that catches AI generated images, invoices, and voice deepfakes before the payment leaves the firm. 4 checks. Every digital voice carries metadata, sample rate, codec, and a digital signature. An AI voice doesn't come from a phone call, it comes from an API. A phone call in an office has background noise, and an AI voice has near perfect silence between the words. No human voice records at 44,100 Hz, so in stereo or on a phone call. That's a studio sample rate, that's a red flag. Real invoices are generated by ERPs, Tally, SAP, or Oracle. They leave a producer tag. AI generated PDFs either have no producer tag or they name a code library. Tally ERP9 does not use a Python PDF library called PDFKit. Every GST invoice carries a GSTIN. The GST portal knows the bank accounts registered against it. The AI invoice uses the real GSTIN, so the clerk doesn't flag it, but it changes the bank account, so the money goes to the attacker. This check pulls the registered accounts and cross-checks a mismatch, and the payment is blocked before the money ever leaves. The attacker's playbook always includes urgency. Push it through today, they're waiting on it, because urgency bypasses processes. This check flags any vendor who is both changing bank details and using urgency for the first time. New account plus first time urgency. That combination is the forensic signature of the heist. So here's how it works. The orchestrator runs all the 4 checks, aggregates the flags, and produces a risk score. So basically, it's a go or a no go recommendation. In this case, it is 94 out of 100% block payment risk. The AP clerk did what they were trained to do. They verified the voice, they checked the invoice format, it all looked right. The scanner did what the clerk couldn't. It checked the things humans can't see. This is the future of audit, not checking numbers but checking reality. I'll show the full build in the coming videos as I need to cover an important machine learning and Python fundamental concept. The Arup heist made headlines. What didn't make headlines is that they had standard internal controls, standard segregation of duty, invoice verification and approval checks. All of them failed. This is because they were designed for a world where fraud meant forged signature or altered spreadsheets, not synthetic voices and AI generated documents on a live video call. Comment forensic, and for more such interesting finance and AI cross sections, subscribe.